the 30-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 43 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Goes 7. Ravens nothing.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my feet.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
4 yards.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him is priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 14, Ravens nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week. but he's got a first down on that effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 30.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 21, Mark.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
Ingram. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, it's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 30 pace. Let's go. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Operating from the gun. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Lock, able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, 35 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
34-yard line.
Let's go, D. Hey, bravo. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
And again, it's Ingram. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 24, Locke to Gordon out left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now to the air. Locke. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On 2nd and 15 now. Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back to the ground now with Gordon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, isn't that
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, you always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Tackled by Derek Wolfe. Remember, he used to be on the other sideline with Denver.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. On the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Now a desperate. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check three. 61. Matchbox, right. Bandit. Seam 6.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there by Gordon. 57 yards on the ground. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Locke. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0-0-5. That's all we have left here in the 4th. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.